Hey kids, have you ever imagined climbing a magical mountain where gods live? Today, we're going on an adventure to that very land, ancient Greece. Our time machine is your imagination. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. Time travel to ancient Greece. Start. Part 1. What was ancient Greece like? Open your eyes. Look around shiny blue seas, white houses on hills. We've arrived in ancient Greece. Ancient Greece was a civilization that existed over 2,500 years ago. It had lots of islands, mountains, and seas. So instead of one big country, it had small cities that ruled themselves. These were called city-states. Two famous ones were Athens, a city of wisdom and democracy. Sparta, a city of strength and warriors. Part 2. Gods, Myths, and Legends. Ancient Greece had many gods who looked like humans and had emotions like us. Let's meet some of the coolest ones. Zeus. Zeus is the god of the sky and lightning. He's the big boss of all the gods. Poseidon. Poseidon is the god of the sea. He carries a huge trident and can make giant waves. Hades. Hades is the god of the underworld. Kinda spooky, but he's not an evil god. Athena. Athena is super smart and wise. She's great at planning and winning battles with strategy. The city of Athens is named after her. Apollo. Apollo loves music and shines like the sun. He plays an instrument called the lyre really well. Artemis. Artemis is the goddess of hunting. She loves nature and animals, a really cool forest protector. Guess how Athena was born? Not from a belly, but from a head. Zeus had a super bad headache, and when his head was open, boom! Out came Athena, wearing armor. If you could be a god, what kind of god would you be? The god of dreams? The goddess of animals? The god of delicious food? Let's each make up our own name and power. Part 3. Art, Architecture, and Theater. Greek people really loved beautiful things, so they made super cool art and buildings. Parthenon Temple. They built this awesome temple called the Parthenon to honor Athena. It was made out of shiny white marble, like a giant sparkling building on a hill. Statues. Their statues looked so real, like they could start walking any second. You could even see muscles and facial expressions. Greek theater. They even had theaters, kind of like movies today. Actors wore masks and acted out stories on stage. Comedy. Some plays were really funny and made people laugh a lot. Tragedy. Others were super serious or sad, like the story of Oedipus, which was kinda intense. Part 4. The first Olympic Games. Do you like the Olympics? They actually began in ancient Greece as a festival to honor Zeus. The first Olympics happened in 776 BCE and were held every 4 years. Events included running, wrestling, and discus throwing. Only men could compete, and some say they competed without clothes. What did the winner get? Not a gold medal, but an olive leaf crown. If you were an athlete in ancient Greece, what sport would you join? Running, horse riding, javelin throw? Let's imagine together. Part 5. Land of Thinkers, Philosophers, and Scientists. Greece was also full of super smart people who loved asking big questions like, why does this happen? Or what's really real? Pretty deep stuff, right? Socrates. Socrates was a wise guy who didn't just tell people what to think. He asked lots of questions to make them think for themselves. His famous quote was, "Know yourself." Cool, huh? Plato. Plato was his student, and he liked to imagine perfect worlds and write about how governments should work. Aristotle. And then came Aristotle. He was curious about everything. Animals, plants, stars, you name it, he studied it. And guess what? The Greeks were into science too. Pythagoras. Pythagoras was kind of like the grandpa of math. He came up with cool ideas about numbers and shapes that we still use today. Hippocrates. Hippocrates was the father of medicine. Even now, doctors say the Hippocratic Oath when they promise to help people and do no harm. Pretty awesome, right? Archimedes. And Archimedes? He was taking a bath one day, noticed how the water moved and yelled, "Eureka!" which means, "I found it." That's how he figured out how floating works. All right, kids, where did we go on our adventure today? That's right, ancient Greece. Let's do a quick review. City-states. We visited cool city-states like Athens, super smart and artsy, and Sparta, strong and tough. Gods. We met awesome gods like Zeus, Athena, and a whole bunch of other powerful and fun ones. Art and theater. They made amazing statues, giant temples, and even had plays with funny and serious stories. The Olympics. Yep, they started the very first Olympic Games. And no gold medals, just olive leaf crowns. Smart thinkers. And we can't forget the brainy people, philosophers, scientists, and math whizzes who asked big questions and made big discoveries. Now you're basically little experts on ancient Greece. Nice job, explorers. Today's time travel is over for now. But next time, who knows where we'll go? Egypt, Rome, the future? Let's stay wise and brave, just like the people of ancient Greece. See you next time, explorers. Bye.